Hi, my name is Danny Gustavus. I am an artisan baker in England for over 22 years baking artisan breads, specializing in sourdoughs, and I want to show you some ways of doing some lovely artisan and sourdough breads. Okay, let's make some pumpkin bread. What I use for pumpkin bread is a malted grain flour. Well, you know, you can see on this is dark chestnut with a little cracked malted flour in there that imparts a kind of sweetness, the maltiness of it, and I think that works especially well with pumpkin seeds. So 230 gram, we have our sea salt, 6 gram, mix it in and put in our yeast. I used dried yeast and just a tiny bit, 3 gram of all. And then we have our white sour, which is 135 grams and 110 grams of water. And here 40 grams of pumpkin seeds. You might want to add more on it, but I will use another lot to top it later on and make it nice. It shouldn't be that you constantly have pumpkin. You should once in a while have a bite of a pumpkin seed, and otherwise you have the lovely bread. So let's just make that. So I'm just taking my sourdough after I mixed everything in there. It's very important for me because that imparts a lot of background flavor into the whole thing. I add my water. Now, starting off, moving all the flour from the outside in the inside over in this loaf of bread, so it just comes about together. So you see, I mop up everything which is on the table, which needs to go into the bread naturally, and give it by folding it over, folding and turning in slow motion, just turning and folding, incorporating air into the dough, and thus by this stretching bit. And I would do that, you know, for about 5 to 10 minutes or even a little bit longer. But now I will that put aside with a little bit of flour, put my bowl over it so it doesn't skin, and let it develop a little bit further. And here I have my dough, remember, made from malted grains, and I just fold it back a little bit gently, not to destroy its structure too much. What I will do now is dip it in some water just to wetten the surface, and dip it or roll it even in some pumpkin seeds. Looks already lovely. I like the color, and especially we have this little pumpkin seeds inside. So now what I'm doing, I will put it on a tray for its final proof, and then we can put it into the oven. Right, made on a kind of malted grain bread. Doesn't it look stunning already? Look at the pumpkin seed in itself. And so they're ready to get in the oven. And here, you know, we commercially have an oven which inserts steam if we need to, not on all loaves, but on some loaves to develop it. You at home maybe want to chuck a cup of water in there, or get one of these flour spray misters up there and create a nice moist atmosphere in your oven. Open it up very, very shortly, put it in the oven, and close the door as fast as when, and then 25-30 minutes later, whenever it's ready, you pick it out of the oven. Can't wait to get the pumpkin bread out of the oven. Let's not forget the oven mitts, double thickness. Oven is hot. Now the timer is rung. Yeah, and there it is. Wonderful. So let me put the tray here. Just gently pick it up. Yeah, it is done. Lovely. God, yes, you got asbestos fingers after a while, you know, handling the bread, but not for long, then you need one. All these different seeds on there, wonderful, and the texture inside will be absolutely great. And this is how you make a pumpkin seed bread.